So 2018's The Predator is another film in the Predator franchise, and one that I wanted to see for a little while, honestly, because I heard the phrase, it's a movie about the Predator trying to weaponize autism, which isn't really a spoiler and not exactly true. Hello and welcome to Blockbuster Reviews. If you don't know what that is where I play a single game of Tetris Marathon and try and review a film before the blocks reach the top or until 150 lines. The spoilers begin at line 50, and it begins when the game starts. So 2018's The Predator is another film in the Predator franchise, and one that I wanted to see for a little while, honestly, because I heard the phrase, it's a movie about the Predator trying to weaponize autism, which isn't really a spoiler and not exactly true. Anyway, the movie is about a Army Ranger sniper. I don't know his exact title, but his name is Quinn McKenna, and he is on a mission in, I believe it's in Mexico, dealing with drug dealers that have taken someone hostage. While he is ready to take his shot, a predator comes out of the sky. It's being chased by another ship. Predator falls into the jungle-ish area of where this dude is. He fights the predator. It does all of its normal predator stuff, and it kills his men. It almost kills him, and he immediately takes all of the gear he could carry as evidence of this encounter with an alien, because he knew something that I did not realize when the movie started. Whoever he talks to is probably going to cover up the fact that he has encountered an alien. So he sends this gear, which is a helmet and like a gauntlet, to his P.O. box in America, but turns out his P.O. box hasn't been paid for in a while, so his son actually gets a hold of this tech at his home. And his son has, while they do not say it directly, he has Asperger's, I think? And one thing about the movie, you find out he has Asperger's because of bullies. And one thing that's interesting about the movie, that's not so much a spoiler, the movie is obviously based on the original Predator. It was actually directed and partially written by the same writer and director of the original Predator. And what's so weird is there is kind of this essence of some of the same humor that was in that Predator. And one of the things that's weird is it has that humor, it has that pacing, it has that feel of a 80s or 90s action comedy that's rated R and has lots of awesome gore in it. But it pulls back at certain points, which I'm not saying is wrong, but it does stand out. Like the character who has Asperger's does not really get bullied as hard as a character like that would in a movie from an earlier time. Holy crap. Almost screwed that up there. Anyway, it's weird. It's like the movie pulled some joke punches somewhere where it's like, well, we can't do that, but then it also goes full with the gore and the cursing. It felt off at certain points. Anyway, the point is, this character Quinn, after he has this experience with the Predator, they are clearly going to probably lobotomize him, make him disappear, use him as the scapegoat for what happened. And he is on a bus to be transferred with a group of other soldiers that have experienced PTSD, traumas. One of them has Tourette's. One of them had a situation with a friendly fire incident, and now he has crazy, I would say crazy PTSD. Not calling him crazy. It seemed to come up out of nowhere. It was played by Keegan-Michael Key. He ruled. Thomas Jane was in it. He ruled. Alfie Allen also ruled. Also a great performance by Trevante Rhodes, who played Nebraska. Awesome. Dudes are killing it in this movie, especially that team. And what was cool is that this movie has kind of like this weird inverted parallel with the original Predator, because the original Predator was about these highly trained, expert soldiers on a rescue mission who start to lose it as this creature is killing them off. And this movie starts with a group of men that are considered to have lost it, who are kind of forgotten by society in this like VA hospital, and they come together and become a elite team to take care of this insane situation. And it was such a cool little just a cool little tidbit about that movie that makes me really like it. But the one thing that's kind of like in a weird way, like a downer, the plot is weird because it's about a predator coming to Earth. We find out that it's like a Predator Gen 1, and it's being chased by like a Predator Gen 2 or 3, and the humans are speculating that the Predators are gathering genetic material from the entire universe to make themselves better because they find human DNA and other types of DNA inside a different predator. And one of the things that this predator was doing, the first predator that came down to the planet, was trying to give humanity something. Don't know why. I don't know why a predator would decide to help out humanity. That kind of didn't make any sense to me. And we're in spoiler territory, so I'll let you know. What that predator wanted to give us was a suit that was basically a anti-predator armor, which was essentially the scene to get you ready for a sequel that we're never going to get, because instead they made Prey, which I thought was awesome, but is not like this movie. Prey kind of takes a different approach that I also like, which was tell the same kind of story, just a different time frame, which is a great idea, because that's what's awesome about the Predator movies. The Predator is not the main character in the good Predator movies, and neither really is not even really like the point of what's going on. It's just a situation that's pretty extraordinary, and then you add a predator, which is awesome. It's just so fun to see, like the original Predator, it's like, oh, here's a rescue mission. By the way, here's a predator, deal with that now. Predator 2 was like gang wars in Los Angeles with Danny Glover. Predators is where it kind of gets a little different, where Predator takes Earth's predators, which are violent people, and puts them on Predator World, and they hunt them for sport. And like, there's different kinds of predators in that game. But this one, it kind of just had that generic. It almost was like a generic story on top of it, even though we know it wasn't, because it was made by the same guy. And it's expanding the lore, but in a way that I didn't really like, which is predators are trying to make themselves better by getting DNA from everybody. It sees Earth as a dying planet, but another predator wants to save us. It just didn't add up to me, but it's fine. Had a lot of good action, a lot of great jokes, even though some of the jokes kind of seem like it was pulled a little bit. All of the jokes featuring adults were great. I think Keegan-Michael Key was super funny. Thomas Jane was great. It was a good movie. I think it won't have that. I mean, it was out in 2018, and it took me now to see it. I don't think it'll have kind of like a staying power that I think Prey or obviously the original Predator has, where it's something you will continue to watch. But I think it's worth a little bit of your time. I saw it on Tubi, which is a free way to watch movies and TV shows if you don't mind commercials in the middle of it, which might get frustrating for certain people. Anyway, have a good one.